Hi everyone, today I'll show you how to design and animate a Mr. Beast Festival website UI design in Figma. Let's get started. I have prepared the design system and all the images and content, and also I have provided all the necessary resources in the video description for you to download and follow along. So let's dive into the design process. First I will select the frame tool and I'll pick this MacBook Pro 14 inch and I'll place somewhere here, and I'll change this name to main on, and I'll add a layout grid on it. So click on this layout grid and make this column, and I'll make the count 12 and the margin is 156 and the getter is 30, and I'll change the color like this and select the frame. And also I want to change the color, so I have already prepared the color, so I'll change this to my background color like this. So now I'll select my header, so I've already prepared this one, so I'll duplicate it and I'll place somewhere here, and I'll add top spacing of 24 like this. So let me show you the font size of this menu item text and the icons. So first the logo size is 200, width and height is 69, and the menu text font size is, I use this font called Kenit, and the font weight is bold italic, and font size is 20 pixel and line height also is 20 pixel, and I make them in auto layout of 50 pixel space between, and I have made them center like this. Header icon size is, width and height is same 22 pixel, and I added a circle with the stroke is 2 pixel with the black color, and the width is 48 and height is also 48 like this, and I make them in auto layout of 12 pixel space between and make them center. So I will add the content, so I duplicate it and I place somewhere here. I'll add top spacing of 140 pixel from the top like this, and now I'll add this happy customer. So I already prepared this one and I'll place somewhere here, and bottom spacing is 160 like this. So let me show you the content font size. So first I'll select this one. So I use the same font family of Kanit, and font weight is bold and font size is 24 pixel and line height is 32 pixel. And for the big headline I use the same font family, font weight is bold, font height is 160 pixel and line height is 100 pixel like this. And this chocolate headline font family also same, font weight is bold, font size is 64 and line is 100% like this. And the price headline font family is public sense, font weight is medium and font size is 40 pixel and line height is 100 pixel like this. And the button font family is same, and font weight is bold, font size is 18 pixel, line height also 18 pixel. And I'll make them auto layout of left and right padding is 28 pixel and top and bottom padding is 16 pixel, and I make them center like this. And I add 2 pixel of strokes to this button, and I make them auto layout like this. And this one happy customer, I added 3 circle, each image width and height is 80 pixel, and I make them a stroke of 2 pixel with the black color. And the font size of this text is I use this public sense font, and font weight is medium, font size is 32 pixel and line height is 40 pixel. And this one happy customer text size is same, font family is Kanit, font weight is semi-bold, font size is 14 pixel and line height is 16 pixel, and I added a bottom spacing of 160 like this. So now we'll add our first image. So let me show you how I create this one. So I have already prepared all the things for you, so you can also practice. So first I'll add a circle, like press F on the keyboard and draw a circle of any of size you want. So let's say I want 540 width and height, so make sure you click this one like this, and I'll add border radius of 500 pixel like this, and I'll use this one. So I'll duplicate this one and place it right here, and I'll select this frame and I'll change the color to this blue color like this. Now I select any of this chocolate and I'll place somewhere here. Make sure you insert this frame, and I'll make this left align and middle like this. Now select this image, press Ctrl D to duplicate it and make it up to this frame, and select this image and go to this fill, and make sure you select this crop option, and I'll crop to like this. Now I select this image and frame and make them group like this. So I prepared all the things for you, so you don't need to create manually. So and then I just export this as PNG. So now I'll select one of them. So I already prepared, so I just duplicate this image and I'll place somewhere here like this. Now I select this image and I'll place somewhere here and make it middle like this. Now I'll add the text here. So I already prepared the text and the arrows, so I duplicate it and I'll place somewhere here. Actually I'll make somewhere here like this. So I'll add guide, so I'll select this one and I'll place somewhere here and I'll place this text also like here like this. So and I also want a guide to these images also, so I drag it to like here like this. So for the text sizes I use the same font family of Kanit, and font weight is semi bold and font size is 16 pixel and line height is 20 pixel, and the arrow size is width is 68 pixel and height is 128 pixel like this. And now I want to add this one, so I already prepared this circular one. So let me add this first, then I'll add animation to this later. For this kind of shape I use this star shape to create this type of thing. So here is all the properties. As you can see, I use this count 12 and the radius is 6 and this ratio is 80% like this. And this text size is I use the same font family of Kanit, and font weight is bold italic, font size is 18 pixel and line height is 100 pixel like this. And I'll add the small chocolate images also here, so I just duplicate it, make the width is 100 pixel like this, and I'll select all of them, make them auto layout, press shift plus A, and I'll add 40 pixel between like this. So I'll place in the middle like this, and I'll make like this. Now I'll ungroup this one, so I don't want to make them auto layout, so like this. And I'll add a circle, like press O on the keyboard and draw a circle to match this chocolate shape like this, and I'll make them behind of this, and I'll select this one and the circle, both of them I selected, and make them group like this. Even we don't need to group this. So I select this one, this circle, and I'll add a drop shadow to it. So click on this effect and add drop shadow. So I'll add Y is 4 and the blur is 16 and the spread is 8, and I'll change the color to this pink color, and I'll detach this and I'll make the opacity is 48 like this. So now I'll copy this circle, so press Ctrl D 2 times, so I'll duplicate one of them. So first I'll select this one and I'll move it to here and I'll place like this, and now select the other one and also move it to here and make like this. Now I'll change drop shadow color according to these images. So select this one and I'll change this color to this peanut butter color, and also detach and make the opacity is 48 like this. Now I select this one and I select, go to this drop shadow option, change the color to this purple color, and I'll make the opacity is 48 like this. So now I'll hide this one and also select this one and I'll hide this one like this. And actually I want to group them, so select this one and this image, make them group, and also select this one and this one, make them group, and also for the same group, make them group, and select this one and select this one, make them group also like this. And I'll select this one, make sure this is on the top, otherwise our animation will not work. So select the big image and make them on the top like this, and I'll select this one and I'll make them top like this. So our website design layout is ready. Now I want animation to them. So first I want this animation to this star shape. So select this one and I'll remove this rotation like this, and I'll ungroup this one and remove this text for now, and I'll add animation to this first, then I'll add the text. So select this one and click on this create component option, and I'll add variation like 4 times, so I'll want one more like this, and select this one, double click on it, make sure you want the star, and I'll add a rotation of -90 degree like this, and select this one, make sure you want the star, and I'll add rotation of -180, and select the last one, and I'll press shift and rotate, and I'll add rotation of 90 pixels like this. So now I select first one, go to this prototype option, link to this one, trigger is after delay, and delay is on, and animation is smart animate, and make sure you select the linear. I'll add 4000 millisecond like this, and select this one, link to this one, and I'll add triggers after delay, delay is on, and everything is fine. Select this one and link to this fourth one, and I'll add same thing, triggers after delay or delay is on, and everything is same like this, and select this one and link to this top one, triggers after delay, delay is on, and everything is fine. So now I'll duplicate one of them, and now I'll add the text here like this. Select this, make them middle, press Ctrl G to group them, and I'll add it to here like here, and I'll add rotation like 15 like this, and I'll remove the old one. So first I'll make them behind, and I'll select the first old one and remove this one, and I'll select the new one and I'll make them top like this. And one more thing I forget to change is that select this one, make sure you want this group, and make sure you select the images, and I'll duplicate this one like this 2 times, and also select this one and I'll duplicate this image like this. So make sure you do that. And the first one, I think I messed up something. First I'll ungroup this one, and I'll select this, and I'll make this like here like this. So make sure you make them group to this layout, like 2 images and this drop shadow in the behind like this. So everything looks great. So 2 images and the drop shadow, everything like this. Now I'll duplicate the frame. So first I'll move it to like here for now, and I'll duplicate this one, press Ctrl plus T, and now I select this one, the big image, and I'll make the width to 100 pixels like this, and I'll move it to here. Make sure you select them and like this. This is perfect. And now I'll turn up the drop shadow like this. So now select this one. Make sure you select the first image, and I'll move it to here, and I'll make the width is 572 like this, and I'll place it here like this. Make sure you make the middle like this, and now select this one and turn on the drop shadow like this. Now I'll duplicate this frame, press Ctrl plus T, and now I'll select this big image, and I'll make it width is 100 pixel, and I'll place it here like this, and select this ellipse, and I'll hide this drop shadow like this. Now select this one and move it to here, and I'll make the width is 572 like this, and I'll place it over here, and I'll make the middle like this, and I'll select this one, and I'll turn on the drop shadow like this. So our design is, everything is ready. Now I'll go to this prototype option, select the first frame and click on this prototype option. Now I will select this one, and I link to this one, this frame, and trigger is on click, animation is smart animate, and curve is I'll select the custom, and the duration is 1500 millisecond like this, and the curve I'll make it like here. I'll make this something like this, and now I'll select the second frame, and I'll select this one and I'll link to this first one, and trigger is on click, smart animate, and curve is custom, and everything is same like this. And I'll select this one and I'll link to this main 3D frame, and trigger is on click, animation is smart animate, and everything is same like this. And now I select the first one and I link to this main on frame, and everything is same. So our prototype is ready. Now I want to animate all the elements of this frame, so I will duplicate this frame and I'll move it to like here like this, and I'll change the name to main. So for the header I want animation, so I'll move it to up like this, and I'll make the opacity is 0. And for the text I want to move it to left to right, so I'll make this something like this and make the opacity is 0 like this. And I want animation to this one also, so I'll move it to like here, and I'll make the opacity is 0 like this. And this text I want this to move like right to left, so I make the opacity 0 like this, and I select both of them and I'll make them opacity is 0 like this. Also I select the big image now, and I'll make this width to like little bit small, so like 400, and I'll make this like in the center like this, and I'll make middle like this, and now I'll make the opacity is 0 like this. Now I select both of them and I'll make the opacity 0 like this. And this one I want to make little bit down, so like this, and I'll make the opacity 0 like this. So now select this main frame and go to this prototype option, link to this main one frame, and trigger is after delay, and the delay is 400 millisecond, and animation is smart animate, curve is ease in and out, and duration is 1000 millisecond like this. One more thing, I forget to change the content for the other frame, so I quickly change this. So I have changed the content. The Feastables Festival website UI design and animation are now ready. Let's take a look at the preview. The Feastables Festival website UI design and animation is now complete. I hope you enjoy my work. If you do, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in the next video. Bye.